Q ツマンおじ今日のニュースを読みます。 NPR Ford pulls the plugs on the all-electric F-150 Lightning pickup truck. Ford Motor Company has ceased production of the all-electric F-150 Lightning, its flagship full-size electric pickup, and will focus instead on hybrid vehicles and future lines of smaller, cheaper EVs. Battery plants once intended to supply Ford trucks will now be sending batteries to bolster the electric grid instead. Ford said the move is following customer demand and reflecting the reality that the all-electric Lightning was a money loser, and Ford concluded it always would be. The American consumer is speaking clearly, and they want the benefit of electrification like instant torque and mobile power, said Andrew Frick, the president of Ford Blue and Ford Model E, the company's commercial and electric division. He spoke to a reporter on a call on Monday. But they also demand affordability, rather than spending billions more than large EVs that now have no path to profitability. We are allocating the money into higher returning area. The Lightning design evolved from what was once gas-powered trucks, and now it will become full circle. An upcoming plug-in hybrid version of the truck will once again have a gasoline engine in the form of a generator that will allow the vehicle to keep driving even if the battery runs out of juice. The all-electric Lightning is that. The extended range Lightning is on its way. The electric F-150 Lightning was a big deal for Ford. It was announced in 2021 with great fanfare and the appealing low price of just $40,000. But once it actually hit the production lines, Ford was never able to sell it for anything close to the promised price tag. The 2025 model started at around $55,000. The truck was designed to appeal to mainstream truck enthusiasts with no quirky EV styling. It came festooned with outlets everywhere, leveraging the onboard battery so drivers could run tools at a worksite, power appliance at a tailgate party, and even run their house on it, using it like a generator during the power outage. The Lightning won 2023 Trucks of the Year from Motor Trend anonymously, and from the North American Car, Utility and Trucks of the Year award. It was Kelley Blue Book's top pick for electric trucks in 2024, and it was best-selling electric trucks in the American last quarter, Ford said. But the category as a whole was struggling as electric pickups failed to live up with the lofty expectation for performance and affordability, and as a result for sales, the Lightning in particular struggled with reliability. Shoppers were turned off by its limited range when towing. Why buy a truck that can do truck stuff? And more to the point, Ford lost money on every vehicle, even the higher than promised price point. EV sales have been lower than automakers had expected in the past few years. Production costs didn't come down as much as Ford had hoped. Meanwhile, the Trump administration has pulled a 180 on EV policy, eliminating incentives and requirements that pushed buyers and automakers alike toward the electric vehicle. That includes stripping away a 7,500 tax credit that had made some EVs more affordable and removing emission and fuel economy standards that gave Ford, among the other EV makers, an incentive to keep unprofitability vehicle in production. Those rules, which require automakers to make their new vehicle fleets cleaner on average over time, being dialed down, which means automakers can make more big gas and diesel powered trucks and pure EVs without running afoul of federal regulation. Frick said the changes in the regulatory environment were part of the entire landscape that pushed Ford to discontinue the vehicle and worked on extended range version instead. Meanwhile, Ford all-electric ambitions will be smaller, literally, with more compact and affordable vehicles at the heart of the company's EV plan, starting with the mid-size pickup truck the company announced in August. Ford is targeting price point of $30,000 and expected to roll them out roughly a year from now. The change in plans will cost Ford billions of dollars in write-offs and cash this year, but the company said it will make up for it by replacing money-losing vehicles with the ones it hopes will be profitable. The people also leave Ford with far more battery production capacity than it needs, since the company has invested heavily to build battery factory to supply the EV production lines that it now idling. So it announced new lines of business. Ford will be revamping a battery production site in Kentucky to build batteries for stationary storage instead of for trucks. Those batteries can be sold to balance the electric grid. Battery can charge up when the electricity is cheap, like when wind and solar are abundant, and discharge it when the electricity is scarce. The phenomenon that's already reshaping the electric grid in California and Texas. They will also be sold to data centers and other industry customers, Ford said. 以上です。